come back, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill you if you come back, or we'll give you the death penalty, but we're going to kill you if you come back. So they're dropping their criminals here. They're emptying their jails and dumping everybody, and these are tough people too, and they're dumping them into our country. And you take a look at the prison populations all over the world. We're not just talking about South America, all over the world, the Congo in Africa. Many people are coming out of
Great
the Congo.
afternoon.
They're coming from jails in the Congo. So their jails are being emptied.
Watching President Trump, like you know I do.
They're all coming.
Been doing this since what started my journey with President Trump. Oh, the bleach video, when fake news was saying that President Trump said to drink bleach. Well, it was. That's when I could be like. That's when I was able to defend him. I started watching him a little before then, because I heard something that about in a. It's probably like a 10-second, 15-second video clip that they were mass pumping out in the internet, and everybody was talking crazy about him. So I went and found the whole video, and that's what I did, and I started watching President Trump. President Trump is a real leader. He loves this country. He's been doing this since he was a child. He went to the #1 finance school in America. He went to the New York Military Academy. He's built and bred for leadership, okay? And then you have people who are full of lies. They don't tell you any truth, and they project what they do on the real people. That's what's going on. So this video, yeah, I was thinking about RFK Jr. earlier. I was listening to the beginning of his speech, and then the more he talked, it's like, dude, they used your uncle as a sacrifice to get more votes for the Democratic Party. Your uncle was a sacrifice for the Democratic Party to get trust in the Democratic Party. We are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. 51% can say what the whole world says, or the whole country. No, that's mafia. That's not a real. Like, if you want to learn real leadership, go look at Indian tribes, Native American tribes. You have the chief, you have their hierarchy, but when they have their town meetings, with their meetings, everybody has a say, and even the little children are allowed to speak. And they listen to everyone's idea, and then they make the whole community, the whole civilization, the whole land in agreement. So RFK Jr., I appreciate you, but I think you need to learn a little bit more. You're great. You got your viewpoints that are perfect, that most people don't even understand the language you speak, you know what I mean? And I understand you, but don't get wrapped up in this democratic system. Endorse your vote. Endorse President Trump. Because he's talking about, I can still win the election, blah, blah, blah. That would be it. That would be the upset. Like, that's the least possible possibility that could happen. But I'm not going to say it's not possible, but it's the least possible possibility. Then we're talking about Chicago. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Then we got Chief Snelling, the next commissioner of Chicago Police Department. He was out there. This was 2 days ago. When I saw it, it was around 70 arrests, and they had documented 34 out of, not 78, they said around 70. So around 70 documented. 34 out of them were out of state, not from there. 14 of them refused to show their identity. So 48 out of 70 of the people that were arrested during the protests on day 2 were or no, day 2, yeah, day 2, night 3, right? Or was it 2 day? Whatever it was, the second day. But anyway, so almost 50 out of 70. That's more than 66%. That's more than 2/3. It's a lot of people. And that's what I was saying, because when I was watching the protests, what they were trying to call it, didn't happen. And then you could see from my observation, there was people that were there that were believed in their cause. They were there to represent what they were affiliated with, and a lot of those, I think, were provocateurs. And then you have the people that are just there, young kids, young students that are brainwashed, that can't answer any questions, that don't have any actual opinion. They just always refer to their script. You can tell who those type of people are. Then you have the people that are there, and basically the way they were speaking, like, you could see that they were there to cause trouble. And then you have the real people that were there. So let's not focus on any of the negativity. I'm talking about, so you had the Palestinian side. No one cares about Hamas or funding Israel. Like, Hamas and terrorists that are being funded by governments that fund Israel are the same. It's the land that are there. You have Palestinians and Israelis living next to each other, no problem. Yes, they have two different faiths, but they're not there they want no harm upon each other. They're not there, like, that's why they have fences and borders, you know what I mean? So that's what was really going on. Then you had on the DNC side trying to push whatever they wanted, but that's not even worth my time. They're anti-agenda, because we are all pro and we love life. But yeah, that's what I saw. And on day 3 they had over 100 arrests. And then on day 4 I started watching, because I watched a couple hours here in day 1, 2, and 3, and then on day 4 I watched all day. And I started noticing the patterns in the questions and the responses, and they had a lot of people show up on day 4, especially old school folks that said that, yeah, I was there in 68, I was there in 67, or I was there in 67, 68. Just, you could tell. And then you could tell the people that were there that didn't want to be on camera, that they were getting questions like, nah, man, I don't want to be interviewed. Like, okay, maybe they just didn't want to be interviewed, but then there was, like, when you accept an interview and the responses you get. So, like, and then another thing I noticed, the reason that people can go and protest is because they always have these little college graduates or maybe pre-grads that are doing pro bono attorney work for them, and they all wear in Chicago, it was the green hat people. They had lime green hats, and they were all supposedly attorneys. And as soon as someone gets arrested, they're documenting everything, so that way they can go bail them out of jail. So that was figured out. And then just my main message to America is, we have become a gullible, insecure nation. Not we have. The media has tried to create the illusion that we are a gullible, insecure nation. That's why you need to do your due diligence and research the truth. Don't go find some CNN, ABC. I don't know what CNN and ABC is doing right now, but I'll tell you what, I don't trust them. I don't trust Fox. I don't trust nobody. I really don't. You give me a reason to trust you. You provide loyalty, then it's forever, you know. But don't watch television and expect some reporter to tell you what's going on, because they're actually paid to tell you the opposite of what's going on, so you don't know what's going on. But what else was it? We had that we had, I don't remember everything. That's just off the top of the dome. Have a blessed day. I hope you're doing well. But things are gonna get better. They're gonna get way better. It's just if where you invest your energy is what you are perceiving. You know what I mean? Like, you sit there and you get brainwashed all day, you're gonna see it through a different lens. So I suggest, if you want to learn some truth, especially about what's going on in the world, don't watch television. That's my suggestion. Do your own research. Have a nice day.